Hey everybody, it's Glenn back with another Clash Royale analysis video. We're continuing CRL East 2020 Special Edition Playoffs. Got D King and Rad. Let's go. In King of the Hill, this was fascinating because it was an unbelievable comeback. So we're going to break it down right here. So nothing doing in the first few moments, which leads me to always believe that if they're not doing anything in the first few moments, then it's a beatdown deck. So Rad just comes out with an Earthquake. And D King goes with Cage, which means somebody has to make that next push coming up. Whether it's D King or Rad, we got another Cage. So it looked like didn't have the most fantastic of cards to start. D King comes with Musketeer. But Goblin's going to get ahead of that, and here comes this Firecracker, which should stop both of them. Dark Prince comes in, aiming at that Brawler, except a delivery and a Royal Giant. But this Firecracker is having so much fun just picking everybody off. That Royal Giant should get to the tower, and it doesn't. But that Firecracker did enough to stop this wave from coming through. So even though it looked bad that D King was going to have a push, this Firecracker says, "Oh no, not today, not right now. You're not going to have fun on the tower as long as I'm around." It's amazing how well Firecracker's been played on it is being played on a pro level. It's just unbelievable. But then again, I talk about King Tower activation right there. Although, if you think about this King Tower activation, it sounds bad. You know, we've seen in other games broken down where King Tower activations happen, and it turns out to be a key point in the games that are played, because we see a lot of cards being played at the tower. This is a Royal Giant focused lineup by Rad, so it may not come into play. Well, we're going to find out. There's still a few cards left to be determined here by both players. Another Firecracker. One thing I've learned about seeing the Firecracker played on this level is that if it's possible to have one always on the board at all times, it's very key. Now that one got stopped by delivery, although Royal Giant got a few shots in. Now we have a push. And another delivery comes down on the opposite side, but Skeleton stopped that, and at least we get something on the tower by that Dark Prince. So Rad comes in, trailing, has the lead. D King is trailing just by about a couple of Earthquakes. And here's his push with Dark Prince and Musketeer, but that Dark Prince is going to come ahead, and Graveyard Poison. So that's the key here with this Graveyard Poison. And this princess is focused on the Dark Prince. So he had to play, so Red had to play those minions to stop the skeletons here. Let's back this up, because this could have been really bad, and somehow we got through it. So first, this delivery stops this Dark Prince and this Musketeer. We have Firecracker here coming in to play against these skeletons here. But it stays in the circle of D King's poison just long enough. It walked forward. It didn't walk back because the skeletons were over here at the time. It was trying to focus on a target. So it walked forward. It stayed in the poison. It's gone. This Heal Spirit gets taken out immediately, so he has to play the minions. And there was enough elixir to play a Royal Giant. Delivery comes in with Cage, just stops the Royal Giant temporarily, but not enough. Earthquake, and gets some damage on the tower, and this Firecracker comes in, doesn't die. It's annoying. This Musketeer and the Dark Prince smacks this Firecracker. Dark Prince goes to the cage. This delivery has to be played up here because of this poison. Another cage over here stops this Royal Giant temporarily, but that heal spirit gets on the enemies, which allows Royal Giant to heal for a little bit and gets that tower down to 448. There's something I wanted to back up here. I wanted to back up here because I thought this was very. I thought it was very crucial here. Actually, let's focus on this part here. This heal spirit gets on this cage, which breaks it, and this allows everybody to heal. So now this delivery, instead of taking out the Royal Giant, it takes it down to just a little bit less than 50% health, and now we're at 448 HP on this tower. 814 up here on this tower with a push. So it's really about this push right here now that we're in overtime. Delivery and Dark Prince finish it off. This Dark Prince still has its shield with Graveyard coming in. The snowball stops it, and this is the game. Surprisingly, it's the game. I couldn't believe it. We have to rewind that because it's just really, it was really incredible. So they get rid of the Royal Giant, and here comes this push with this Royal Recruit right in front with its shield. We have two cards with their shields. So this Princess is focusing on the Recruit because it's in the front. And then right when this Graveyard gets played, nobody's left except this Dark Prince, which this Princess is focusing on. And this Dark Prince smacks this Goblin. Now it turns its attention to the tower. And this Princess is still focused on it. Full health. Unbelievable. Full health right here. I mean, you would imagine like most people who play Graveyard Poison have at least something coming back here in this part of the Princess Tower as it makes its push, and then here comes Graveyard Poison right here, and then that's game. But this gets played right here. He's still full health. It was really incredible. Delivery stops this Dark Prince, but this Princess is still focused on this Dark Prince. The snowball played, which pushes back these minions here as these skeletons get played. They have to, I mean, basically have to drop the whole kitchen sink at this point to stop this. And then the poison comes in and finishes off everybody else. So it was really, I mean, it was really incredible. If we back up a little bit, full health right here, or just at this moment, full health as the Dark Prince goes to the tower. Delivery comes in. And right here is when Princess starts to focus on the rest of the enemies right here that she has to deal with. With 356 health left, D-King took the lead. And could another skeleton get to the tower in time? It does, because there was one right here on the top right-hand side of the tower. One gets in with a shot. It looked like another one got in too, which is all that was needed with the poison, and that was game. There was one question I had as I watched the ending of this game, and I want to rewind that here, because you probably are thinking about the same thing as well. Let me see if I can find that point here. So this Graveyard Poison with this delivery here and this Royal Giant. And these minions, this cage stops this with the Heal Spirit. Okay, so it was a little bit earlier than here. It's right here. We have to rewind just a little bit further. Okay, right here. So this delivery gets played as this Royal Giant comes in with this cage. You have to stop this. And at this moment, Firecracker comes in to support this Royal Giant so that it can at least get something on the tower and stop a counter push. All right. Earthquake gets played. That's one card. Skeletons gets played. That's 2 cards. Right now. As this Dark Prince and Musketeer come in, this cage gets played as Firecracker is off the board. Graveyard Poison comes in, and Delivery is now played with Royal Giant. So, at this point now, in the game, Rad has Firecracker back in his hand. He can't play it at the moment because he only has 1 elixir. But he has an opportunity now with overtime and potentially triple elixir overtime to put this card back into play. And I tried to check as many times as possible to see if I missed Firecracker being used at any point. And I don't remember seeing it. Like, I'm going to let it go for the rest of the game here. And you see they stop the Royal Giant. Here comes their push. Princess is focusing on Recruit, and then the Goblin, the Delivery, Minions, Heal Spirit, Skeletons, no Firecracker. I thought that was surprising, and maybe that moment right there by D-King, when he realized that he was going to get the win, but that was incredible. I mean, I was just so surprised that I thought Firecracker would be played to stop that Graveyard Poison push. Now, it could have walked into the poison as we saw earlier in the game, but it was just weird that Firecracker wasn't around for the ending, especially when it wasn't cycled. I would just put it out there, like right there, as we saw earlier in the game. We saw this Delivery plate, and this Firecracker was in the circle, walked forward instead of back because the Skeletons were over here on the end here, so it was trying to find a target, and so it walked forward. It's gone. And we may have seen a repeat of that if it was played earlier. So when this Firecracker comes in, and I know the commentators are focusing on this point right here, but this Firecracker it's a really good play right here to support this Royal Giant and prevent a really healthy counter push. But that's the last time we saw this Firecracker, and it was just, I was just stunned. I mean, looking back, because when you're trying to analyze what's going on and the key moments, but the play was a non-play, and it was the non-play of the Firecracker. We saw all these other cards that were being played. Now, obviously, you want to drop as much as possible, but Poison was there to stop all of those small troops. It was just really, I mean, it was really kind of mind-blowing, and especially the comeback. The comeback was amazing, but the non-play of Firecracker in the end was really eye-opening, and that may have turned the game. It may have helped. It might have helped in helping Rad secure the win, or maybe make the game even closer than it was. With less than 500 HP on that tower, it could have turned things around. So, what a win! I mean, what a win by D-King in this game. I mean, just really incredible. I mean, the playoffs have been amazing. So, all right, I'm going to end the video right here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button wherever you're watching this. Be sure to hit the subscribe wherever you're watching this. And I'll see you in the next video.